When you hear people talking about prime real estate, this is what we're talking about. Brand new construction luxury homes here in the Texas Hill Country. Guys, we have Six Flags, we have La Cantera Resort and Spa, we have Andretti's, and just honestly endless opportunities for entertainment, shopping, dining, all within 5 miles from this neighborhood. If you're new here, my name is Christian Cariello. I'm a Texas real estate agent helping you and your family make the best decisions when it comes to real estate here in San Antonio. Use me as a resource and as a guide when it comes to making the move to our beautiful city. In today's video, we're gonna be touring 3 different homes, one being the model and 2 of them being inventory homes that are ready for a new homeowner. But before we go and tour all of these properties, I want to tell you a little bit about the neighborhood. So this neighborhood is going to offer a ton of unique topography, given that we are in the Texas Hill Country. You have the rolling hills, you have the unique elevations, and the natural landscape of the area just gives this neighborhood so much character. And of course, you cannot forget about those amazing hill country views. Now, like I mentioned earlier, this right here is prime real estate. This right here is prime location. The homes in this neighborhood are going to start right under $800,000 and they go up to as large as 5,000 square feet. And that's not even the best part. Every single home site is at a bare minimum of half an acre. That means you're going to have a ton of space for your friends, for your family, for the pets. Guys, you're going to have a ton of space to stretch out your legs, a bunch of elbow room in between you and your neighbors. Honestly, something like this doesn't come around too often. This right here is a rare opportunity, and I'm gonna tell you how rare this is. Believe it or not, there are only 38 home sites available in this community. So if this is something that interests you, you're gonna wanna reach out as soon as possible because these are gonna go fairly quick. And lastly, let me tell you about the incentives. If you decide to build from the ground up, this builder is gonna give you $100,000 on design, structural, and closing costs, which seems almost unheard of. Now, if you decide to purchase an inventory home, they're going to offer you a 4.99% interest rate along with $10,000 in closing costs. Now, these offers are valid for January 2025, so if you're seeing this anytime after, make sure you reach out to get the most up-to-date inventory and incentives. So without any further ado, let's get to touring. To get us started, we have the model home, which is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom cardinal floor plan. This floor plan starts just under $900,000, but as shown, we're going to be estimated around $1.3 million, given that this is the model home, so it's going to have all the bells and whistles, so do keep that in mind. As we walk in, you're going to be greeted with the grand foyer, and as you can see, it is completely covered with stone. It's an amazing option, 20-foot ceilings, and as we walk further into the home, the great room. Again, 20-foot ceilings, a ton of windows letting in a ton of natural sunlight. You have a fireplace here off to the corner with a ton of wall space. You can hang a TV, hang plenty of pictures, and a bunch of art. Now as we walk further into the home, we're going to be greeted with this open kitchen here, oversized island. You can use it as a breakfast bar. This is a gas burning community, which is a huge plus. And just check out this little breakfast nook we got over here. We have those elongated windows. Off to the right, we have a couple more windows so that you can see the beautiful scenery right outside your home. Now again, this is the cardinal floor plan. It originally starts at 3,000 square feet, but this one's just under 4,000 square feet. And I'll show you why here in a bit. Now here's another view of the great room. Guys, this is just something you can never get tired of walking into. Now off to the right side of the home, this hallway is going to be very busy. It features a utility room, 3 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, and the entrance to the garage, which is currently being used as the sales office. All the bedrooms on this side of the house are going to be 12 by 11, which is plenty of space with their own walk-in closets. Here you can see the bathroom, fully tiled, dual vanity, oversized mirror. And we're going to come back to that hallway here shortly, but I do want to let you guys know, although this is a 4.5, this house can actually support up to 7 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, and a 5-car garage. I'm telling you guys, with this builder, just about anything is possible. Now, the interesting thing about this room is that it has its own full bathroom, which is probably going to be used for the oldest child or maybe even some guests or the in-laws when they're in town. Exiting the room right behind me is where the garage is supposed to be, but like I said earlier, that's going to be the sales office for now. Now going down this hallway, it's going to lead us right back to the grand foyer, right back to the entrance. And as you can see, beautiful. Now, if you walk in the home too quickly, you might miss this little secluded area, which I personally love. Now, what we have here is a home office along with a half bathroom right outside of it. And as somebody who works from home a lot, I can really appreciate how this is just completely separated from the rest of the home. And just take a look at those tall ceilings you get to take advantage of. As we leave our office space, it leads us back into the foyer, back into the great room. But before I go any further, here off to the left, we have the highly anticipated, highly awaited primary ensuite. And I can promise you guys that this builder does not disappoint. There are plenty of upgrades to choose from. As you can see here, we have the tray ceilings with the beams. That wall is completely full of windows, letting in a ton of natural sunlight. I mean, just imagine waking up in the morning and you get to see this beautiful scenery right outside your bedroom. And I do want to mention that this is plenty of space, very spacious in here. And this bathroom that we're about to walk into, no matter how bad of a day you may have had at the office, this right here will make it all go away. The bathroom features dual vanities separated by a freestanding soaking tub, along with this extra space right here to take care of your 10-step face care routine. Huge closet, we're going to walk into that here shortly, along with a freestanding shower. Now, if you're a big fan of shopping, trust me, this closet is plenty. And what's pretty neat about this closet, other than the abundance of space, is this mirror that's built in. Now, this is not something that I usually see others builders do. This is pretty unique, so not a bad feature. Now, I know you're going to love this shower here. After a long day, dual shower heads, sit down, relax, and just decompress. Now, if this is not really your style, I can promise you this builder has a ton of other options, and I can guarantee you you're going to fall in love with something here. Now, if y'all remember earlier, I told you guys that this floor plan starts at 3,000 square feet, but this one is optioned to just under 4,000 square feet. And that's because of this upstairs right here. The upstairs is going to feature a game room along with a media room, which is going to take up around 700 to 800 square feet. And when I tell you that this upgrade may very well be worth the money, I mean, you're just going to have to see it for yourself. This right here is an entertainer's dream. And you know, I had to sneak you guys a quick look at the grand foyer from the second floor, overlooking the entrance. I mean, this right here, fantastic. Now back to the game room / loft area. I mean, can you just imagine yourself throwing a party here? And on top of that, you have a wet bar just in the other room, so you won't even have to go back downstairs for another drink. But let's just take a second to take a look at this media room here. I can promise you that your house is gonna be the place to be. Now, here's just one more glance of the game room upstairs before we make our way back down to the first floor. Now, I want to take this time to show you guys the back patio, the covered back patio. And if you live in Texas already, you know just how important this is gonna be for you. If you had a chance to tune in for the introduction of this video, I told you guys just how beautiful the scenery was here, especially being in the Texas Hill Country. You have a ton of mature trees, you have the beautiful landscape, the different elevations. I mean, guys, this is not your typical new construction community. This right here is just luxury and elegance all the way around. That concludes our model home tour, but don't forget, we have 2 inventory homes coming right up. Here we have the first inventory home on the list today. This is the Monarch floor plan. It's a 5-bedroom, 4.5 bathroom at a little bit over 4,200 square feet, offered at $1.35 million. You can see here that the 2-car garage is on the left with a 1-car garage on the right side. Now, as we walk into the home, we're going to be greeted with the foyer, and off to the left, this home is actually staged right now, which I believe is a plus because you can always get a better idea of what the home's going to look like with some furniture in it. Now, here off to the left, it looks like they have it set up as a sitting room, but it's actually set up to be a dining room. And off to the right, this could be used as a living room, but here they have it staged as an office. Now, as we walk further into the home, we're going to be introduced to the great room. And as you can see, plenty of windows letting in a ton of natural sunlight, 20-foot ceilings, and just check out the setup here. It's just fantastic. And as I wrap around the room here, you're going to see the second floor from here, the first floor, which opens up the space a ton more than it already is. Walking into the open kitchen here, you're going to notice that it has a pretty similar setup to the model home that we just toured right before this one. You have the oversized island, which you could use as the breakfast bar as well. And I just want to remind you guys again that this is an inventory home. And as you can see here, this is optioned out very well. This is the casual dining area, and it's actually extended further out than standard. And as we get closer to the window here, you're gonna notice the views. Welcome to the Texas Hill Country. And you're not only gonna get these views from your dining area, you're gonna get these views all around your home. I mean, check it out over here as well. And again, all these windows are giving plenty of opportunity for sunlight just to illuminate the home. I can guarantee you that is just something you're never gonna get tired of. And if you thought that was awesome, you're gonna have to check out the view in your back covered patio. The views are just phenomenal. I mentioned earlier that this neighborhood has a ton of different elevation changes, and you're really gonna notice that, especially with this home. You're gonna see this tarp here that outlines your property line, and this lot is actually larger than half an acre, so this is a premium lot. What's also fantastic is that the builder included this deck here, which they didn't even have to. You know, they could have just put stairs that went straight to the bottom, but this right here just overall elevates the feel and the look of the property. Now, what's interesting about the backyard is that once you get back here, you're gonna notice that it's pretty flat. Given that there's maybe a 20-foot difference between the front door and the backyard, so you can actually enjoy the backyard for what it's meant to be. And taking a look from back here, that foundation is an absolute monster. Now, I just want you guys to remember, for inventory homes, this builder is offering a 4.99% interest rate along with $10,000 in closing costs. And if you aren't too familiar with what's going on in the market today, interest rates are around 7%. So a 4.99% interest rate versus a 7% in today's market on a $1.35 million home, it's going to be pretty significant. Now, getting back to the property, we just entered the primary, and as you can see here, beautiful views right outside your bedroom. You have vaulted ceilings and a couple more windows right above where your bed set would be, allowing more natural light to enter your bedroom, which is always a plus. But let's take a second to just admire this bathroom here. Now, the setup here isn't too far off from what we saw in the model home. We have the dual vanities separated with that freestanding soaking tub. And right behind me, we're gonna have the standing shower, plenty of space in here. And as you can see, instead of a wall like we saw in the last home, we're gonna have this huge glass panel, being able to see outside to the entire bathroom. As for the closet, you still have a ton of space here, which is pretty similar to what we saw already. And you also see here, you have that built-in mirror. Walking out of the room, I just want to give you guys one more glimpse of the great room. As you can see, we have this fireplace here with some built-in shelving. And as we make our way down this hallway, to our left, we're going to have a butler's pantry. And to the right of that, we're going to have the optioned out 5th bedroom with a full bathroom. This is going to be perfect for any guests that you may be having over, along with the in-laws whenever they're in town. And this is just going to be really convenient for them, as they have 24/7 access to the first floor, and they won't have to be going up and down the stairs constantly. Exiting the bedroom, we're heading down the hallway. That door right there is to the 2-car garage that you guys saw outside. And here is the laundry room, and this one is optioned out to have some cabinets. And then here we have the mudroom in the hallway, conveniently right outside of the garage. Now we've made our way back to the front of the home. Here we have the formal dining room. Now, that hallway you see there off to my right side, I forgot to go down there, but it consists of a half bathroom and then the entrance to the 1-car garage off to the right side of the home. Now, making our way up the stairs, you know, I had to show you guys a quick glimpse of the first floor from the staircase. And here we are introduced to the 18x18 game room, vaulted ceilings. We're going to take a glimpse out those windows here shortly, but I just wanted to show you this really quick. Off to the right side, we're going to have 2 bedrooms here, and they're going to be connected with a Jack and Jill restroom, which is going to save you a little bit more space. It's going to eliminate the need for an extra shower, and your kids are just going to have a little bit more elbow room, which is always a plus. And each of these bedrooms are going to have their own walk-in closet. Now we're exiting out of that bedroom down the hallway. And you know, I had to sneak you guys a peek of the great room from the 2nd floor. Guys, that's just something you're never gonna get tired of. Now off the game room, we're gonna have a media room along with an extra bedroom. But first, the media room, pretty similar to what we saw in the previous home. We have the wet bar, multi-level, and enough space for a couch right there. Set up the projector. Really doesn't get much better than that there. Now off to the right side, we have a full bathroom here, and we have a bedroom right off of that, which is kind of secluded from the rest of the floor. This one's probably going to be a little bit more calm. You have the walk-in closet. This is facing the front of the home, so you get to see all the beautiful scenery out there. And if you ask me, I would probably choose this one out of the 3 bedrooms that are upstairs. That concludes the second home tour of the video. Let's make our way on to the third and final one of the day. For our final tour of the day, we have the Monarch floor plan. Once again, this is the same floor plan from the one that we just toured, but there are some major key differences that I want you guys to see. This home has a completely different elevation. It looks completely different from the outside. The finishes are different. It has an extra bathroom. It's 200 square feet larger than the home we just saw. And although the models are the same, you might have a completely different opinion and feel on this one. Off to the left, we have that dining room. To the right, we have that study. And as we walk further into the home, we're introduced to the great room. Now, a key difference here is that you have these sliding doors rather than just those 4 separate windows. And as we look into the kitchen here, this is optioned out to be a little bit lighter. If you remember from the last home, it was a darker set of cabinets. Here we have a light gray. And interesting enough, this home already comes with blinds. And if you ask me, for the amount of windows that this home has, those blinds are a pretty big package. The finishes are different, the colors are different, fixtures are different. And as you can tell, the sunlight is not really making its way inside as much as it did in the last home. And that's because of the direction that this home is facing. Now, of course, at a different time of the day, the sun will eventually make its way in. We have a covered back patio here, once again, oversized, and take a look at the lot here. There's not much of an elevation change, which means you're gonna have a pretty flat home site here. Now, if you ask me, I don't mind the elevation change from the last home, but maybe as I get older, I would. So this here is gonna be just a little bit more convenient. This home has an extended covered back patio, which is absolutely crucial here in Texas. And I can really appreciate these sliding doors as it makes it so much easier to go in and out of the house. Now into the bedroom, pretty similar to what we saw, vaulted ceilings, 3 oversized windows here, and 3 right above where your bed set would be. As for the bathroom, the layout is the same, but the finishes are completely different. And if you ask me, I personally enjoy these finishes a lot more than we did in the last home. As for the closet, same thing, plenty of space, built-in mirror. Now for another key difference, the fireplace here is a little bit different. We have this 42-inch direct vent fireplace, and then we have the shelving on both sides of it rather than just the right side. Here we have the same butler's pantry, different colors, but here's another big difference. Now in the last home, this was a full bedroom with a bathroom, but here it's just kind of a flex space. You can use it as a study. And so what happened is that it really opens up this space over here. That's where the bathroom went, there on the right side. This opens up the laundry area, the storage area, and then you still do have that door that leads you into your 3-car garage. Now another key difference between the 2 homes is that the upstairs game room here has a wood floor versus carpet in the last, which is really going to elevate the overall look and aesthetic. And what I really enjoy about these game rooms is that they come with these 3 windows, so you're able to look out and just enjoy the scenery around you. We still get the media room and the bedroom over there, but I want to show you guys the main difference over here. You're still going to get 2 bedrooms, but you're not going to get the Jack and Jill. These are actually 2 separate full bathrooms. Here's the other bedroom down the hallway. Again, same thing, only difference is you're going to get your own bathroom here. And I really do enjoy the finishes that this home has, not only in the bathrooms, but all throughout. Now for the media room, biggest difference here, you're not going to have the wet bar. But the overall size and layout of it is going to be the exact same. Now off to the right, you're going to have the full bathroom, ceramic tile, beautiful cabinetry, with the additional bedroom right outside of that. And if I had to choose between the 3 bedrooms upstairs, that one's probably going to be the winner. Now down the stairs and off into the hallway, I missed it in the last video, but I won't miss it this time. We have a half bathroom, and right down the hall, we have another full bathroom. Just check that out. Now remember, this is where the garage was. So instead of a garage, you're gonna have another full bedroom. So this is really where some of that extra square footage is coming from. And before we get out of here, I have to show you that view just one more time. Now, the great thing about these homes is that they come installed with tankless water heaters. And if you know anything about them, they're very powerful, very cost efficient. Again, you get 2 of them, which is perfect for the size of this home. And let's just take a second to really admire the scenery right outside your front door. I'm telling you guys, it really doesn't get much better than this. Again, guys, my name is Christian Cariello, Texas real estate agent, helping families buy, sell, and relocate here in San Antonio, Texas. Use me as a guide, use me as a resource for anything San Antonio. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, if you have any questions, reach out anytime. My information is down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one.